Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I've got to say, the hype that I'm seeing and, more or less experiencing around Shadow of the Erd Tree is absolutely amazing. Well, Dark Sage, why aren't you playing that? That's a good question. And to answer that question, it is because, well, first of all, I have gas. But real honestly, it's because none of my characters are at the point where I can actually enter the Shadowlands. The reason is, one of them hasn't made it that far, and the two other characters that I've actually beaten the game with, I believe are in the middle of New Game Plus. I'll probably be double checking that in the very near future, but suffice it to say, I'm working towards that. But let's not worry about that right now. Right now, let's... Pardon me. Right now, let's have a little fun with a Wizard of Legend build, and we are going... Pardon me. I just finished eating, so... Ugh. It's feeling a little weird. But yeah, we are going to be looking at Rock Solid Tomahawk today. And obviously, because of how it works, I believe this would work really well for a critical hit-based build. Obviously, my throat isn't doing well. I apologize for that. Ugh, embarrassing. But I'm gonna run with hope. I think this will be a fine robe to work with this. Now, what would be the right arcana to work this with? Admittedly, that is the question. It's not necessarily a question I have an answer to. So I'm just gonna look things over and see what makes the most sense. Honestly, something like that is probably my best bet, so let's actually take... Actually grab Gale Force alignment. If I can find it, because apparently I just... There we go. So Gale Force alignment, Rock Solid Tomahawk. We'll do Wavefront. I haven't used Wavefront in a while, so that ought to be fun. And I'll keep the same basic. So, as you can see, these Tomahawks have pretty decent range, and not bad damage, considering that they do damage on the way out and on the way back. And also, no matter... Well, no, that's not true. It just depends on where the enemy gets hit by the attack, but... Yeah, they kind of... It's kind of all over the place with this one. I'm not really sure what to think about it. But enough of that, we have a run to do. Oh, and let's roll for the soundtrack before I forget. Okay, it's regular soundtrack again. Alright, so let's be 100% crystal clear. I've used Rock Solid Tomahawk as a signature, maybe once or twice. So I'm not even sure what I'm getting into myself with this one, because I've never really cared to use it again. So this ought to be fun for all of us, because I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. That's why I didn't really start off by talking about it very much, but more so just experimenting for a minute, because I have no clue how to use this thing. Okay, one thing I am really digging about Rock Solid Tomahawk is its flexibility. You can throw it out. You can throw it out and then just start walking around and trying to kite the enemies around you. It's quite nice, actually. I wasn't really expecting that. You know, honestly, between Rock Solid Tomahawk and Earthquake Axe, yeah, I'm one of those people that would generally rather play Earthquake Axe. But getting a feel for its range and how exactly it works, I'm actually not entirely displeased by what I'm playing. Oh, and when you're not throwing them, they act as orbitals. Oh, hold on here. Alright, I think we might have something nice going on. And even though I want the Hunter Stiletto, we still have more floor to go. Okay, cool, so... we do have Gale Force alignment here, so we can... when we can donate to Dr. Song, because I saw it was, you know, Dr. Song at the red portal. Ow. Okay, getting a little upset now. Okay, that room was not fun. But again, I stress that I really don't know how to use Rock Solid Tomahawk. Hey, I'm also noticing that it builds up signature rather quickly because of it piercing through enemies. But it also has an issue where, because of how long it lasts, it kind of makes the cooldown a little bit harder to deal with. Which means it can kind of leave you out in the lurch unexpectedly, and that's... like, it's entirely not necessarily the fault of the spell. If anything, it's the fault of the game design, and I'm not sure that I necessarily want to just put it all on that, because, you know, there's reasoning behind some of that. Okay. I think I actually want rock and roll. And then, yes, we will grab the Hunter Stiletto. I'm actually going to ignore that. Okay, so from what I'm playing of Rock Solid Tomahawk right now, It's a wonderful combo piece that just kind of keeps on giving, but it has some weaknesses. But you can dash cancel out of the signature throw, which is nice. Okay, I see things here that I like. So yeah, I would complain about the idea that it holds you still for as long as it does, but you can dash cancel out of it. And even though the cooldown isn't that long, the idea that it doesn't start until your axes have disappeared again kind of makes it a little rough. Because yeah, it's not the longest cooldown in the world. As a matter of fact, it seems like a very average cooldown. Let me look up what its cooldown is. And by look up, I mean wait until I can spot it. Oh, 6 seconds. That's a longer cooldown than I would have thought. I think if you're gonna use Rock Solid Tomahawk, it definitely benefits from some cooldown reduction. I will definitely say that. But the idea that it kind of has some similar properties to Tracer Barrage definitely makes me feel way more positive about it. And then the idea that you have the flexibility to either stand there and keep practicing your throws, or to back away when things are getting a little hectic is really nice. I do like that the signature charge is relatively quick. Yeah, so the idea that it has some boomerang properties similar to Tracer Barrage or Cyclone Boomerang, I know, amazing, right? Who could have seen such a twist coming? But yeah, the idea that it has properties similar to that is actually kind of working for me. Like I'm digging it. You know, because I'm a shovel. I'll be here all week. I've also got to say that if you can keep things lined up nicely, you've got one hell of a combo piece here. Just because it lasts so long, so you can throw out the axes, cast another spell, then throw the axes again. Like, if you've got a particularly quick basic, you can really make this work. Owie. Oh, I did that completely wrong. I have to say that this is a more difficult spell than usual to use, just because you have to think about something different than usual while you're using it. Most spells, you don't just get to sit there and, you know, use like 4 or 5 times. So yeah, I'm definitely liking how long it lasts. I'm liking its flexibility. Okay, the only thing here I'm actually going to care about taking is the Wallet of Splendor. And that's honestly more so to improve the Cursier's Mask than anything else. I mean, hey, it's another 3% critical hit chance, so why not? And the idea that you can throw them out and then move and have them follow your movement and then keep throwing them again afterwards is really nice. So just depending on what you have going on, you can really make these things work for you. And when I say depending on what you have going on, I mean depending on how well you use them. Because I speak English real good. I also like that these things have fairly decent range. Like, I didn't think they had as much range as they do, but now that I know that, I'm having a ball with this. And then, like I said, the boomerang effect is just so nice. I think we did both Dr. Song and Nocturne, so there's no harm in taking that right now. But if there are no good relics, I'm gonna go back and get Spark and get Dynamic Disarray. I'm actually surprised by how effective this is. Oh, never mind, there's relics I want, including this one. And I would like to get the Paralytic Venom Stone as well. Fortunately, it's on sale. Okay, no, we want to... Fortunately, we have to actually walk back here because I haven't found the boss room. But I mean, the boss room is right over here, so... I should have just done this earlier. Now, why do we want the Paralytic Venom Stone? That's easy, to try to poison enemies to make use of the Hunter's Stiletto. And Drea is also doing a good job of that. Thank you, Miss Fairy. Dark Sage, you can spend Chaos Gems as you would money, you know that, right? Honestly, no, viewer, I forgot. Alright, so lightning, water, wind, earth. So I just need a fire arcana, and... well, not that one. Honestly, the way my build is set up, I really don't need Shock Nova. I'm just gonna use it just because I have it, but honestly, I kind of like everything else in my build way better. I do wish the signature version lasted longer. Like, I would really like to be flinging around 6 of them. I don't even know how many axes it is, but I didn't count, but I would love to throw those around a lot more. Oh, it's 7. Okay, so I have 2 fusion options. Now, I don't know if I want either one, because I kind of want to just pick up another cursed relic, and if I do, I of course want Anchor of Burden. Okay, so I think I am going to pick up the Anchor of Burden. Now, I want to be able to pick up both the Tears of Midas and the Amulet of Sundering. There is no guarantee I'm going to be able to make that work, though. And at the moment, Tears of Midas is definitely higher priority. I somehow threw that the wrong direction. I'm flabbergasted! Oh. Alright, so we can go ahead and do this. Actually kind of surprised by how effective the Rock Solid Tomahawk is. I don't think so. Like I said, that's the one thing I don't really like about Rock Solid Tomahawk, is that because of how the cooldown works, it can be more or less unavailable to you for way longer than you would like. But strangely, just about everything else about this spell is pretty spot on. I'm actually liking it a lot more than I thought I would. Is that a bad thing? Like, I went into this expecting trash, and I'm, having fun. What is this concept that you Earth people call fun? I thought we were in for suffering. Now, I want to stress that, yes, I know I have a particularly strong build right now with a lot of different damage ups, but I want to stress that I'm having fun not because of the build, but the build is helping. Let's be fair. All these strong relics I've been picking up, oof, it just makes my heart sore. Ow. We've got so many good, strong combo pieces. I love it. And again, I'd like to stress that I don't think you necessarily need combo pieces like Gale Force alignment in order to make this work, because it's got good enough range and damage and the ability to essentially multicast that really make it strong. But it does require careful aim, and like I said, the whole kind of, iffy cooldown problem, but if you can either A, find a way to make the aim less of an issue, or B, just keep moving so that you have more opportunities to take good shots, then it really ends up being a lot more interesting than you would think. And by the way, if there's a reason why I sound a little deadpan today, it's because I'm pretty tired. Today was an early day at my job, so but I am having fun breaking things. Okay, and I'm also really liking that it's got pretty decent signature charge. Like, again, I was coming into this expecting something kind of trashy and bad, but I was very wrong, and honestly, I'm very pleasantly surprised. There. I just realized I had the Centurion helmet on, and I wanted the Curse Eater's mask on because Raccoon. So good. So good. I want fairy friends, fairy followers. Fairy followers from every corner of the Feywild, lend me your wings. But not literally, because that sounds really painful. Alright, anything else I want from here? Not important. What about here? Not important. Alright, I think we're good. Oh my goodness. Melt. Actually, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Let me grab that balloon. Thank you, sir. Alright, my little Sylvan friends, off to adventure! Oh my goodness. I'm actually really surprised that I made it through that without taking a hit. Guys, I'm surprised that I'm saying this, but this might be one of my new go-to signatures. After playing around with it and that little display of, using the boomerang effects to keep enemies off my butt. And also, this thing has really good signature charge. Like, I know I've said that a few times, but I'm repeating it to make sure that the idea sinks in, just because it's one of those things that I really wasn't expecting from this. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of things I wasn't expecting from this. And yes, that is just consistent with the arcana, because I was noting that it had a really good signature charge rates even before I picked up all my damage ups. You know what? Yeah. And now we've got a little bit more damage from the Captain's Ring. Grab that. Don't mind grabbing either of those. But do I prefer the water cushion? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I like that, but I don't need it if I have the glasses. And I like the water cushion, but if I'm restoring a bunch of health, then I probably don't need to worry about it. That didn't work. Ooh, that was some chunky damage. Rapid fire axes. So now, after experimenting and playing around with this, the only question that remains is, do I use Nightwolf for the thumbnail or Nefeli Lu? I suppose to answer my own question, which character do I have a greater both understanding and care of? Pretty sure I know the answer to that question. Alright, hear me out. I don't think I'm going to need any more money. And whatever armor bonus I'm getting from the Helm of Midas, I'm probably getting more from the golden armor. Definitely. Plus, it just makes the Anchor of Burden and the Curse Eater's Mask better. Yeah, Curse Eater's Mask is +12/+12 right now. That's impossible to ignore. The giant amounts of burst damage are so satisfying. Like, the only thing that would make this better, and I kind of... Actually, I already have it. I have the Anchor of Burden, so I have greater stun values on my attacks. Oh my goodness. Oh. See? You can dash cancel. And then allow the Macho Ghoul to hit you in the face anyway because you weren't paying any attention. Alright, well, we are near the end of this run, and I'm telling you, it's a lot more fun than I thought I was going to have, and a good deal more effective. Like, you know, and I think I've said this a few times with Rock Solid Tomahawk. It's like, oh, it's better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, okay. That was not the smartest move I could have made. Oh, wow. Okay, this was a really interesting run, and I'm kind of starting to like the effect of Rock Solid Tomahawk more and more. Like, the more I was playing it, the more I was defaulting to the way I normally play with things like Tracer Barrage. And you know what? That is a good trait to have. Like, I don't think I like it as much as Tracer Barrage, but it's got traits going for it that really intrigue me. Like, again, this is like what, my third time using it, and I don't even remember the first two times. So yeah, if I'm using this going, and not only am I having a lot of fun, but I want to use it again, that's a good sign. Like, this is one that obviously I have the mindset of save the best for last, so you'll notice that a lot of my favorite signatures I've been saving until later on in the Signature Spotlight series for any particular element. This one I really thought was just going to be trash, but no. No, not at all. I'm actually pleasantly surprised and would like to use this one again. Like, really play around with it and see what I think of it. Like, it's such a good combo piece just because of how long it lasts and how often you can keep throwing them. So maybe Gale Force alignment was the right idea. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments or, of course, on my social media. I'm always happy to hear from you guys. It makes me feel welcome and wanted. Like, I know it probably sounds weird to hear me say that, but trust me, it does me a world of good that I can make you guys happy, and then in turn it makes me happy. It's just good vibes all around. But anyway, that's it for me for right now. Thank you very much for coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and you take care, everybody.